Thanks to the support as a channel member, Johnny Comber. Well, we're halfway through the season. We're nowhere near the points that we had at this time last year. And at the moment, it looks like, at best, we're looking at the playoffs again. I'm not panicking yet. Are you panicking yet? Hello and welcome to part 114 of Bourne in the USA. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have two games for you in League One, both away games, both big games for slightly different reasons. Tormenta coming up first. They're a team that are hovering just outside the playoffs that we kind of need to beat to continue establishing our dominance over the rest of the playoffs, because we sit at the top of the playoffs at the moment. And then we're away against Madison, a team who are 11 points ahead of us, having got relegated from the championship last year. And if we've got any hope of automatic promotion, and I've said that a few times this season already, but if we have got any hope of automatic promotion, we've got to beat Madison. We've got to win both of these games, really. Since you were last with me, you can see it's inconsistent form again. Most of the time, we're really, really, really good. But we do have just spankings in us both ways this season. And you can see our most recent league game, we lost 4-0 to LA Galaxy 2, who are also hovering a little bit lower down in the playoffs. It doesn't bode well going into these two away games. That run of draws that we talked about before ruined the season for us, I think. And for us to save it, we've got to win almost every game for the rest of the season, which seems achievable, doesn't it? We have signed a couple of players as well. Just trying to fill out the squad. You'll remember from the transfer special, we were operating on quite a small squad this season. There's been a couple of times where we felt a little bit short of players. Neither of these are going to be pulling up any trees, I don't think, but they're decent squad men to have in. Kerith McIver's 25 years old, 3-star current ability, plenty of experience at League One level. He was playing for Salt Lake City Academy at this level last year. Before that, DC United. Before that, Madison. He's got lots of experience playing for teams that ultimately end up getting promoted from this league, and nearly 250 games at League One, League Two level. So a very useful man to have around the squad. Likewise, Anderson Boaz, I think, is our first Brazilian of the save. First of many, I'm sure. 26 years old. He's a striker, 3-star current ability, which does make him the third best striker at the club on star rating behind Martinez and Pearson. And he scored 24 goals in this league last year, playing for Pittsburgh. Was at Pittsburgh for a few years, scored plenty of goals for them previously in the various Houston and Kansas City teams and the feeder teams appropriate to them. Over 100 goals, though, largely at League One, League Two level again, including last year. Best goal return season of his career, although his average rating wasn't too hot last year. One other thing that's happened that I've noticed is Tristan Wright has become a club record in record time after only 2 seasons as a regular starter. And because this year he has really struggled to get going. Only started 4 games, 8 appearances in total, only scored the 1 goal. Doesn't look like the same player we've had for the last couple of years. He's lost any potential that he had previously as well. And it's all down to a weird attitude to training. All summer, he wasn't training very well. So because of that, we left him out. He was always the player who was on the red side of the training report. So we left him out on the first day of the season. He's then picked up an injury as well. It's just not really got going for him yet this year. But he is considered a club legend. I wouldn't put him in the same bracket as Jorge Alberto Hernandez, but who am I to make those kind of decisions? But he's got another opportunity to show us what he's got again today. He's having to play as the false 9 because Josh Pearson is the goal scorer at the moment. 17 goals from 21 starts in this league. He's another one who was banging goals in at this level last year, which is why I'm so excited about the prospect of Boaz. I mean, if you look at the strikers we've got at the club now, Pearson got 19 goals in League One last year. Boaz, who's on the bench, got 24 goals in this league last year. Tristan Wright got 30 goals in this league last year. Ismailov got 16 goals in this league last year. And then we've got Martinez, who's previously played at a higher level. There should be plenty of goals in us. But talking of Martinez, and of course, Davies as well, got 24 goals in this league last year. Davies and Martinez both injured at the moment. Martinez is out for the next month or so. Davies also out for the next month or so. And so it is a big opportunity for Wright. Hold on, we've got Robinson. How many goals did he get last year? 16 goals in this league last year. Basically, if you scored a lot of goals in this league last year, you're now contracted to Bourne. There's no excuse for us not going up automatically. I don't understand it. This is definitely a stronger team than the one we had last year, but it's just taken too long to get them clicking, I think. 2 wins today. Absolute must. Rosales in goal. A back four of O'Rourke, Baron, Pearce and Gutierrez. Korotowski and Allen in midfield. Rodriguez and Britt out wide. And then Wright and Pearson up front. I mean, even someone like Al Britt. Oh, he's not the one who scored loads of goals a few years ago. We signed a couple of young strikers a couple of years ago, didn't we? There was the guy who scored a lot of goals in League Two, but he's not really progressed as well as Britt has. Britt very much part of the squad now, albeit largely as a backup to Robinson on this right-hand side. But he doesn't ever seem to let us down when we get him into the team. And I am certainly going to be having a long look at Tristan Wright today, because if he isn't back in the goals soon, like I say, Boaz is sat there while Martinez and Davies are injured. We'd be mad not to play a 24-goal striker from last year up front with the 19-goal striker from last year we've already got, if the 30-goal striker isn't going to score goals anymore. Conceding a goal after less than 3 minutes against Tormenta was definitely not part of the plan either. It may well be a further indication of how this season is going, but it's definitely not part of the plan. I mean, this is comical defending. McIver probably looking at that thinking, yeah, I'm ready to step in, boss. When you're ready, I can sort that problem out. I'm used to getting promoted in this league. And Victor Garcia is probably looking at Mr. Media Dream 11, Paul Rosales, thinking, we didn't do stuff like that last year. We got 99 points last year. I set a clean sheet record last year. What's this new boy doing in just because he's in the Media Dream 11? All these upgrades the manager's done. It's a team that's barely recognisable from last year's team that got 99 points. And no matter what star rating says and media reports might say, it's obviously not as good as the team from last year. Because last year, let's all say it together, we got 99 points, which every other year would have been enough for automatic promotion. And all but 2 of those seasons would have won us the league. And I've replaced 7 or 8 of those players. We just thought we'd given away a penalty in an off-the-ball incident there. Their player was rolling around on the edge of the penalty area. He's now got up and scored the goal. But he definitely fell over earlier in that move, which I guess the ref wasn't looking. I'd like him to call it all back now. We'll give them the penalty at this point. Disallow the goal. There he is, just getting up now. How weird. Right, this is disastrous. Utterly disastrous. Because not only does it leave us 7 points behind Fort Lauderdale in second place, but it's another example of us coming up against a team that we're likely to have to face in the playoffs and getting absolutely thumped by them away from home. Which means when it comes to the playoffs, because we're not going to be at the New Nook, we're going to be, we won't be away from home, but we're not going to have our own fans there cheering us on. And we just lose to these teams away from home or on neutral grounds, which, it's so frustrating being Bourne manager. It is so frustrating. The mentality of these players just isn't right. I blame them. It's nothing to do with me as the manager. It's absolutely their fault. We're going to bring Boaz on. So Boaz and Ismailov coming on. That's 40 goals from last season between them. There you go. The game says bring on McIver for Pearce. So let's do that as well. More experience at this level. We'll demand more. We'll go attacking, but we have been utterly toothless today. Let's see if our new Brazilian boy can offer us anything. Tristan Wright has been a complete non-entity again today. I know people will say, well, you played him as a false 9. Yeah, I played him as a false 9 quite a lot last year as well, and he still scored goals. I know his best position is as an advanced forward, but I know he can play that role, and he can play it well. He just isn't anymore. He's not doing anything well anymore. How do you go through all of those strikers before the match and then have a game like that where you can't score a goal? We're not going to score a goal in the episode, are we? Because now we face Madison, who are clear at the top of the league, championship club from last year, definitely going straight back up again. They're as dominant as DC United were last year. We're down to 4th place now. You know what? At the moment, we'll be quite lucky to end up in the playoffs. This might be the first year we don't finish top 5. And I don't know, am I sackable? The board are looking for us to reach the playoffs. I mean, a sacking, I don't think I'm going to get sacked. if we don't stop this rot, it is something that we might have to start thinking about. We've got no money to invest in players now after bringing those two in. This is the squad we're going with. And we need to turn this form around quick. Right, we're shuffling things around for the Madison game. We were pathetic in the last game, so bit of a new look team. Rosales in goal, back four of Pierce, McIver, Corby and Gutierrez, Korotowski and Gentry in midfield, Pearson and Britt out wide, Boaz and Wright up front. So both of the new boys, McIver and Boaz, now starting, and two of the top scorers in the league from last year, Wright and Boaz, are together at the top with our top scorer for this year playing on the left wing, because that hasn't caused us a problem at any point this season previously, has it? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Madison are already 14 points above us with, 21 games still to go. They are, they're not catchable. Even if we win them, we're probably not win. Even if we beat them, we're probably not catching them. Even if we win them. I'm so out of the habit of winning that I've even forgotten the vernacular that you use when talking about victory in football matches. That's how long it's been. And we've only lost 2 games in a row. It just feels like so many more because we had that run where we couldn't win a game earlier in the year. We can't have 2 terrible runs the way we have done this year and expect to get promoted. But at the same time, we can't sit for a 3rd season in League One, because if it takes us 3 years to get out of League One, how long is it going to take to get out of the Championship? How long will it then take once we get to the Premier League to win the thing? We haven't, before FM22, I don't think we've got another 15 seasons in us. If you compare this save to the home save from this year, it took us 5 years to get out of the Championship in that save, and then 10 years from getting to the Premier League before we won it. So on that basis, if we don't get up this year, we'd potentially have more than 15 seasons still to go before a Premier League win. We might have to adjust our expectations for what success in this series is. Maybe just reaching the Premier League will be considered a success. Or maybe we get to 200 episodes and we're like, well, we're still in the Championship. Write this off as my first ever failure, really. Even the Chivas series that ended relatively quickly because no one was really that interested in watching it. It did end with 3 league titles as well. So, we were successful in the save. The series itself wasn't successful. This is hard. FM21's too easy. Boulder Dash is FM21 too easy. This is the most difficult save I've ever done on YouTube. It's absurdly hard because even with all the financial problems we've got on the pitch, we're in League One with a 20 grand a week wage budget, which is less than you get in the conference at some clubs in England. But the playing quality, because of all the academy teams, they seem to have League One standard players. We can't afford such a thing. And our finances are a mess as well. It's so hard. I'm trying to distract the players from the fact we're playing against the best team in the league by ranting through the match. And with 20 minutes to go, it does seem to be working. Let's not break it now. Right, I'm not going to bring on Davies or Mitchell. Neither of them are fit. So as substitutions, we've only really got who can make an attacking difference. Right. Pearson can go up front. Rodriguez can come on the left. Ismailov can come on for Boaz. Then we're going to bring on McGlynn in midfield. Triple change. Let's see if we've got a goal in us. Because you'll see a huge change in attitude if we're able to grab it. How has Davies come on? Did I bring the wrong man on? I was aiming for Rodriguez. Oh no, not only have I brought Davies on when I didn't want to, I brought him on in the wrong position. Oh, and now we've conceded. Oh, now we've conceded. It doesn't rain, it pours, boys and girls. And as it stands right now, 3 consecutive defeats. We're not even in the playoffs. Oh, my God. We might have to worry about what we do in the Championship and the Premier League if this form continues. I think we probably bit off the Gegenpress here, don't we? We brought it in to fix a problem. We've now lost 3 on a bounce. Not even just lost them, we've lost them comfortably without scoring a goal. I think we switched back to our wing play system that did us so well last year. And except that this team is not ready for gegenpressing. We switch to it now with 2 minutes to go. There you go. Difference making, tactical change. Oh, this is... I don't even want to do the team talk. This is problematic. Well, I don't really know what to say here. Let's hope we stop losing football matches, eh? If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.